#1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
The Bahamas Tonight continues. As a live look at them now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
First at 11. Pro-growth, targeted and inclusive. A commitment from the Prime Minister to the business community and the wider public as his administration considers the budget for the next fiscal period. Also, with the rapidly evolving technology of artificial intelligence and its misuse, policymakers are tasked with policing the sector, something the Minister of National Security has committed to. And a useful tool in healthcare for monitoring maternal and neonatal events, as well as evaluating national and regional programs. We'll tell you more. Bahamas Tonight at 11 starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Royson Jones, and this is the Bahamas Tonight at 11. Welcome to the broadcast. New at 11, weeks before the start of the 2025-2026 national budget, Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, hosted a breakfast meeting with business leaders at Rosewood, Bahamar as part of the administration's ongoing effort to build a responsible, forward-looking national budget that reflects the realities of the Bahamian economy. The Prime Minister pointed to key achievements such as increased revenue performance, a major reduction in the fiscal deficit, declining inflation, and improved international credit ratings. He acknowledged long-standing issues such as the energy sector, which has left many businesses frustrated. Looking ahead to the upcoming budget, the Prime Minister assured attendees that the government's approach would be pro-growth, targeted, and inclusive. With a rapid rise in artificial intelligence-generated deepfakes inundating social media sites and other clever techniques of scamming unsuspecting victims of their hard-earned money, authorities are now sounding the alarm and alerting the public on what to look out for. They're also sending a strong warning to the criminals carrying out these schemes. Corval Pyfram tells us more tonight.
Among those impersonated in recent weeks through these AI-generated deepfakes were the Prime Minister, the Governor General, and Governor of the Central Bank. National Security Minister Wayne Munro says the scams are being used to promote bogus investment products, often linked to cryptocurrency or high-yield returns. He cautions these deepfakes are professional in appearance and convincing in tone. Precisely, he adds, what makes them dangerous.
Please be vigilant. Please be skeptical of anything that seems rushed or too good to be true. If it appears too good to be true, it probably isn't.
Law Enforcement Minister Munro told reporters today will aggressively pursue those behind this activity. Legislation he announced will be enacted to ensure the law keeps up with clever, evolving criminals.
And I say this to those behind these scams. You are breaking the law. You're targeting people in moments of economic pressure and uncertainty, and we will not tolerate it.
These investigations will be led by the Financial Crime Section of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. While the unit says it hasn't received any complaints yet, its investigations are nonetheless underway. Additionally, authorities expect an increase in these scams as the country heads into election season. And Superintendent Anthony McCartney of the Financial Crime Section says so far there's no evidence suggesting the scheme is politically motivated.
Solely financially at this time, but like I say, it's still in the preliminary stages, but that's all the indications is financially motivated.
The full weight of the law will be brought against anyone who engages in this kind of deception, whether you are behind the screen, here at home in the Bahamas, or operating from overseas. We will use the tools of international cooperation, extradition treaties, and digital forensics to find you. And we will protect our people.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfram.
Ensuring workers get a decent pay for decent work, the premise behind a livable wage. The government mandated the National Tripartite Council to field recommendations on establishing this stipend, and so far members have been meeting virtually with International Labor Organization officials in Geneva, Switzerland to get the ball rolling. NTC Chair Sharon Martin shared more on last night's edition of The Rundown with host Clint Watson.
We have requested, the International Labor Organization formally requested the assistance in estimating the livable wage and operationalizing the livable wage for the Bahamas.
On the local front, the council will use labor stakeholders to generate an adequate livable wage.
The Bahamas does not have a livable wage act as we have a minimum wage act. So what we're doing, we're putting together wage setting committee. A board that will just ensure that persons are getting paid properly.
Two monumental pieces of legislation debated in Parliament earlier this year, which modernizes the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, given the Governor General's approval during a ceremony this morning. Desmond Saunders reports from Mount Fitzwilliam.
The Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt, putting her signature this morning on two bills, the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Service Acts, laws establishing the Department of Foreign Service to be headed by a Director General. It also provides for qualifications and hierarchy of diplomatic and consular officers and establishes the Foreign Service Committee. Having long pushed for this legislative change, Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, called it significant.
Well, it's a step kind of revolutionary in a way, because what it does is it separates the Foreign Service from the general public service, which we've been trying to do for a long time. And we finally got the lawyers to agree that it was possible to do so. And now it's to try and get the rest of the bureaucracy to accept that the position has changed. There are different terms and conditions which apply to Foreign Service officers. And so, yeah, I hope I'd be good. It's been a long time coming. And you got to say thanks to all our predecessors who worked on this in one way or next. In particular, Paul Adley, who was Minister of External Affairs and made it the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So I'm quite pleased to be at the helm at this time, and I hope that those who have their eyes on this job have a vision of where it should go.
Minister Mitchell goes on to applaud the drafters of the legislation, which overall revolutionizes, governs, and regulates his ministry. Now, the real work, he says, begins in seeking broad-based appeal for the Foreign Services Bill.
So once the orders are done, there'll be a period of consultation with the staff and tweaking as there is feedback from the staff on these new draft orders. This period of consultation is critical. We need to build trust, improve engagement, and create good working relationships at headquarters and the overseas missions.
Officials believe the signing is a testament to national progress, marking a clear path for professional growth for foreign officers and a transformative moment for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So today marks a new frontier for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Thank you, Desmond. No objections. That's the response of Labor and Public Service Minister Pia Glover-Roll to Prime Minister Davis's recent remarks that women must earn a spot as candidates in frontline politics and not simply be chosen on the basis of gender. This week, the Commonwealth Women in Parliament met here in the Bahamas, where the Prime Minister told reporters on the sidelines of the event that while he would like to see more women in frontline politics, nominations must ultimately be earned through merit and commitment to public service. Glover-Roll, a freshman parliamentarian and one of 5 women in the Davis cabinet, fully endorses Mr. Davis's view.
I wholeheartedly and emphatically agree with the Prime Minister. Candidates should not be selected based on gender. Candidates should be selected based on competence and capabilities. So he is absolutely correct. I support that statement.
And she too believes there is a need for greater participation of women in frontline politics.
Our population is should be representative in our parliament. And of course, that means that we should need more women. There is the global quota of 30%, but I'd like to see the Bahamas Parliament get to 50% or more, if possible. And that is going to take deliberate action, political will that I know that the Prime Minister of our country has demonstrated already by his selection of female candidates, and also by his assurance that female cabinet members are at the table.
Still to come, meet the next generation of tourism entrepreneurs. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. More news in just a moment.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
If you've got termites and need to get rid of them fast, trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Another group of Bahamians becoming the country's newest homeowners today. Residents in the newly minted Ocean Hole Estates in Rock Sound, Eleuthera were excited to receive their keys from the Prime Minister. Devontae Hanna was there.
It's a brand new chapter for 4 families in Eleuthera.
And we're just glad for the opportunity to own a home here in beautiful Rock Sound.
Tanya Cambridge and her husband and 3 other families celebrated today as the Ministry of Housing handed over keys to new residences in Ocean Hole Estates, part of the government's commitment to affordable housing in the family island.
This subdivision sits on 350 acres. When complete, it will bring more than 150 homes to this island. That's 150 families with stability.
Now, this is just one of the homes, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with modern fixtures, no appliances. This is a 2nd bedroom here, and it may just be 4 that was presented to those novel homeowners today, but according to the minister responsible, the Honorable Keith Bell, he says that the homes here in Ocean Hole Estates will begin to pop out of the ground in short order.
Any day you want to see tractors pushing immediately behind you, pushing the bushes over there and going further up the hill to ensure that we continue to lay out the subdivision. We've already gotten the approved plans. We already have all of the necessary permits, etc. And now we're going to begin constructing homes while we're putting in the infrastructure as well.
Thanks to the Davis administration, each of the recipients today stepped into a space they can finally call their own. And once the subdivision is completed, the hope of Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis is to strengthen the Lutheran economy.
That's hundreds of jobs during construction. That's more customers for local shops, more students for local schools, more life flowing in this community. It's the kind of development that benefits everyone and is long overdue.
Meantime, Stephanie Mills, who accepted the keys on behalf of her daughter currently living abroad, is grateful that more Bahamians can plant roots where they were born and raised.
Because they're presently off in another country. So the key is to come back home, live in a home, and then contribute to the community.
The families are expected to move in immediately, with officials pledging ongoing support to improve infrastructure and livability in the area. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
There's a game changer in the delivery of local health care. Pregnant women are all too familiar with a yellow card capturing pertinent health information that allows a physician to make a decision should there be a challenge. It's called SIP Plus, a perinatal informational digitized platform. And according to Acting Director of the Department of Public Health, Dr. Philip Swan, here are the benefits.
Physicians, when they see the patient, they can put this information in the system so that whenever this patient now appears for healthcare at facilities that have access to the system. They're able to see what's happening with this woman. She has the card on her most times, but sometimes she might dash her to the food store, dash her to the hairdresser, just go to a relative and forget the card, and something happens. She turns up to the emergency room, or she turns up to the the labor ward, and there's no information in the system for her. So, you know, that slows down the time in which you have to get the type of help that she needs. With the digitized process, she would have that information in the health system, as well as there is an app on her phone that she can also have some of this information, but we're finalizing that actual app in the country so that she'd have that information on her phone at the same time.
But with all the advancements in healthcare, the question remains, why did it take this long to be introduced to the Bahamas, especially considering the system was finalized years ago?
You have to have the capacity in country, the networking, the servers, so that we can be able to share that information, or have a server that has that information. Then they have to train the staff, and they have to be, of course, they have to adapt the process and then use it in the way that it needs to be used, which means the data has to be complete once it's in the system. And that has always been a challenge for us, even the paper documentation. So we're working through the targeted population, targeted healthcare workers, to ensure that they understand the importance of completing this form appropriately and completely, so that the data is available for analysis, data for treatment as we move forward.
In a strategic move to cultivate the next generation of tourism entrepreneurs, the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, through the Tourism Development Corporation, hosted its inaugural Youth Symposium today. The TDC's Director of Operations for Product Development, Dwayne Gibson, noted that the initiative instills a business mindset in Bahamian high school students, encouraging them to explore entrepreneurial opportunities within the nation's vital tourism sector.
It's about also, next steps, fleshing out their ideas, helping to develop their businesses. TDC, has a wide range of services that we can provide, from technical support to marketing to business development, business plan writing. So, it's about taking these persons now that step up and taking them to the next step, next phase, next level.
As the Bahamas welcomed a record-breaking 11.22 million international visitors last year, representing a 16.2% increase from the 9.65 million arrivals in 2023. Gibson shares how this growth underscores the potential opportunities available for young entrepreneurs to get involved, even though he claims many don't take advantage of the opportunity.
So I think it's just maybe the fear. Persons, they want to get into business, but they're a little bit trepid about taking that step and venturing out and really exploring and fully letting their ideas come to fruition. So it's, it's about just being there and being available to persons, and persons understanding that TDC is around and that we are here to help you develop your ideas in that tourism space. Embrace every opportunity. We have a wonderful country. We're culturally very strong. We're very warm, hospitable people. The tourism space, I think, is going to be around for a while, so embrace it. Look for those opportunities in that industry.
Charles Fisher is up next with a look at sports. Stay with us.
Did you know you could send a local bank transfer to a $1 wallet? It's the same as sending a transfer to an account at another local bank. Simply use the wallet's 12-digit top-up address as the account number, savings as the account type, Central Bank of the Bahamas as the bank, and $1 as the branch with branch code or transit number 12,000. Don't use urgent or priority delivery. Transfers to $1 wallets are processed through the Bahamas Automated Clearinghouse Network within 1 business day.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Good evening.
evening and thanks for staying up late for ZNS Total Sports. Well, our intern Swanson Gibson with a big honor recently had a school in Florida. Yes, our intern for the last 3 years, Swanson Gibson Jr. is doing big things at Lynn College in Florida. Recently, at the end of the year awards banquet, was named Reporter of the Year. Quite an accomplishment, mixing between news and sports.
It means a lot to be recognized as Reporter of the Year here at Lynn University iPulse News. There's a lot of great personnel here, both in front and behind the camera, so being distinguished and recognized with a reward of this caliber, it means a whole lot. As an international student, it could get kind of hard being away from home for long periods, so getting an award like this every now and then, it kind of shows you that your efforts aren't going in vain and that you are working towards something greater in the long run. I'm grateful to God for the gift of storytelling. I cover a wide range of stories here: sports, hard news, on-campus events. In terms of the support I've received from my professors and other faculty members here, it's brought immense value to my life, not just from a professional standpoint, but from a personal standpoint as well. We would have had professors who would have worked at ABC News, NBC News, so their expertise is unparalleled. I take their advice in high regards. Regarding ZNS, that would have been the catalyst for my career. Everything that I learned within the field there, I apply here every single day within iPulse. So also a huge shout out to my family back home, my ZNS family. And I'll be back soon, so yeah, see you then.
The Grifter Swim Championships are all done with, but tonight we feature a young man who made a splash in his final year of eligibility.
In his final run as a Grifter swimmer, Caden Wells spent his time as team captain, uplifting all of his teammates during the 38th Grifter Aquatics Championships over in Trinidad and Tobago. But he doesn't leave empty-handed. On the final day of competition, Wells hauled in gold in the 15-17 boys 100-meter breaststroke. He also comes away as a bronze medalist in the 200-meter breaststroke, while also helping the 15-17 boys win silver in the 400-meter freestyle relay and the 400-meter medley relay.
I think I've been doing pretty well. I've really just been trying to drop time, help us win, get us points where we usually wouldn't get. I was in the 2IM by myself, so I tried to, place as high as I could so we didn't miss out on any points in that event. Same thing for 2 breast and 4IM. And Will also did a great job.
The team secured their 7th straight Grifter title, and he believes reaching that number motivated the team across the board.
I don't think anyone's been holding back, and that's exactly what I was expecting to happen. I mean, I'd been saying I expected nothing but the best from my team, and they've obviously delivered.
Headed into that final day of competition, Wells just wanted his team and those in the final year of Grifter to enjoy the moment.
I really just want everyone to have fun, especially the team captains that don't have Grifter again next year like me. We still want to, push to the finish line and try our hardest, but at the end of the day, this meet is about dropping your times, having fun with your friends on the team, and just having a good experience overall. So I would just urge everyone to not stress themselves out going into the final day, because that's the last thing that we need right now.
Presenting as Total Sports, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Government School sudden death baseball playoffs for senior boys. This matchup between the Knights of C.I. Walker and the Rattlers of C.I. Gibson. This one a pitching duel with the Knights jousting to a 6-2 win. Kavian Roberts and coach Marco Lightbourne.
I did not doubt in my mind that we was going to lose, because you're undefeated, so yeah. We played good, energy was good, the bats came around, and just hoping for a good championship. I feel awesome today. The guys feel awesome. Like, what I told them today is you got to trust your workout. This is the game plan we're going with, and those guys, they cashed their ticket to the championship, so you got to focus on the championship right now.
Let's swing over to the senior girls. Pennant winners C.V. Bethel batting against the Magic Ladies of Government High. Most of the runs scored on walks in this game as the Stingrays move on 17-5.
Beginning of the first inning, we came out a little sloppy. We were down 5-0. I told the girls, keep their composure, don't worry about it. We will have our chance to bat. We came out and we bat. We got a few walks, and we steal a few bases, and we got right back into the game.
And in junior boys, the Lions of HO celebrating after a 7-4 win over Anatole Rogers. Commanding role and coach, Shorilanda Thompson.
The whole team's excited to go championship. Every day, practice, lunchtime, after school. Just hard work pays off.
My team played well.
made a little bit of mistakes, some errors, but we came out with the victory. And it was impressive to see how deep they dug to win the game.
And plans announced today for the Frank Pancho Raming Primary School Nationals May 6th through 8th at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Director of Sports Kelsey Johnson Sills and the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bole.
The meet will be over a 3-day course, which will start on Tuesday. We'll have Family Island students coming in from Monday. It's an unconventional week because, you know, we tried our best to include everyone from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So what we wanted to do, we recognized that the flight system and schedule wasn't working with the Thursday, Friday, Saturday that we usually put on. So we decided that we were going to put the meet Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that would have accommodated all of the Family Island students, especially those in the southern part. So now we have an influx of those student athletes who will be coming in. So we do have representation from Inagua, Cricket Island, Makewana. So we're going to start looking at those type of schedules to make sure that it's an inclusive meet.
This cherished event is far more than a competition. It is a stepping stone where dreams begin, character is built, and greatness is born. Each year, this meet provides a critical foundation for identifying and nurturing our future track and field stars. Those who will one day represent the Bahamas at the regional Carifta Games and ultimately on the global stage at the Olympic Games. It is here, on this very field, that raw talent is discovered, young potential is cultivated, and a deep love for sports is ignited in the hearts of our youth.
And that's all the time for sports for Thursday. Thanks for watching and have a good night.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new room?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
Join us on Social Mania, a new and dynamic game show based on the Ministry of Education's primary and junior high school social studies curriculum. Students from schools across the Bahamas go head-to-head as their knowledge of social studies is challenged. In this episode, Gambier Primary battles with Sadie Curtis Primary School. Which school will emerge as winner? To find out, join us as these two schools engage in intense competition. Don't miss it.
It's time now for a weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Royson. As we look at our live weather radar, dry conditions remain, not a drop in our rain gauges, and that will continue at least into Saturday, but there's some relief on the way. We have a low-level trough that we anticipate will move into the northwest Bahamas on Sunday, and that will enhance some shower activities heading into the early part of next week. Now, your temperatures around the islands this evening: Marsh, Ababaco, 72 degrees, Grand Turtle Keys, 74, 74 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 77, Alderstown, Bimini, 79 degrees, 76 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, Camp Space on Andros, and Black Point, Exuma. Picking up some 73s at Alderstown, Cat Island. San Salvador also rookie at 73 degrees. Georgetown, Exuma, 75. 75s in Ragged Island, Clarence Island, Long Island, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Magona, and Acklands. Matchitani, Nagua, 79. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 78 degrees. Satellite pictures showing once again that low-level trough now making its way across central Florida around the Lake Okeechobee area, and that will continue to advance towards the east, and that will bring some clouds and some showers over the weekend to the northwestern parts of our country. Mainly clear and mild tonight, a low temperature of very comfortable 70 degrees, and tomorrow looking at lots of sunshine in the forecast, very pleasant conditions with a high temperature climbing up to 80 degrees. And your extended weather forecast, these nice stable conditions will continue through tomorrow, but come Saturday in the afternoon, that is when you will perhaps pick up a couple of showers. Showers again extended into Sunday and also into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But thereafter, the skies open up once again with lots of sunshine returning to our forecast. Temperature-wise, we're going to keep you very low into Saturday, and then things start to climb as we head into Sunday and the early part of next week, those high temperatures reaching in the mid-80s. Royce.
Thank you kindly, Basil. Well, that's going to do it here for us at the Bahamas Tonight at 11. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Tony Williams Darling Highway, I'm Tijaro Hudson. This is ZNS.